Let's get it started, Pearls. Hope you're all having a great Thursday. Thank you so much, Tina. Coming in clutch at 3 months. Appreciate you, love.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause I'd start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Thank you, Tina Davis, for 3 months. My 2 Tinas, 3 months each. How about that? Thank you so much. We're glad you made it. Miley, Sally, and wait, what?
I'm gone, so don't run from the truth. You're lost, now I know you played me just like I do. I still can't believe you had me on a leash, cutting all my teeth with all the lies you bring. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side. Big rain, come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal.
Thank you, Click Click.
Join the journey, it's just begun.
Thank you,
Shine
Carrie.
brighter than the sun.
Thank you, Veronica. Let's go.
Light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Helen here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Catch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Catch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through.
Well, hello. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Let's do it a clap again. Why not? Really do appreciate you. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hello, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pearls. My beautiful friends here. Really do appreciate you all. Today is it's almost the end of January. We're almost through the first month of 2025. That's crazy. I'm glad. I'm ready for spring. Not wishing my life away, but I'm ready for spring. Today is January 23rd, 2025. It is 7:32 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. It's almost Valentine's Day. Who cares? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Uh, some people love Valentine's Day. I it makes no difference to me, to be honest with you. Uh, we should love our loved ones every single day, right? Life is very precious, and time is very precious. We got a lot to talk about in this live. Who's cooperating, who's not, and yeah, a lot to talk about there. Um, I guess the saying is that Seth is, you know, quiet and um, he's no longer cooperating, um, which couldn't be the further thing from the truth. The furthest thing from the truth. Uh, that is for sure. We're going to get into that. But do me a favor, my beautiful pearls, hit that thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate it. Um, if we can get to 1,000, we will have a chicken party, and you don't want to miss the chicken party. So let me thank some of my beautiful people here who is supporting. Thank you so much, Tina, for 3 months. Tina Powers, thank you so much for 3 months. Tina, I really do appreciate that. Can't do it without you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. It really does mean a lot to me. And we got Tina Davis. How are you doing? Thank you for everything you do. Thank you, Tina Davis, for everything you do. For me and this channel, I really do appreciate you. It really means so much to me, truly. Thank you so much. Click Chick. I like that. How you doing? Love this song. Thank you, my dear, and thank you so much for your support, helping us get us closer to our goal. Really do appreciate you. Click Chick so much. Love your name. Love your name too. Carrie, there's Carrie. Hey, Carrie girl. Thank you so much. How you doing? Thank you so much for the super sticker, getting us closer to a goal there. Really do appreciate you, Carrie. And thank you for your membership as well. Means so much. There's my beautiful Veronica. Hi, Veronica. How you doing? Thank you so much. Come on in and pull up a seat and enjoy. Thank you so much for your support, Miss Veronica. You are so good to me. And thank you for the super chat and the warm welcome to everyone. Really do appreciate you so much, my friend. Good to see you. There's Hobo. Hey, Hobo, how you doing? Much love, Justin Rennie, Pearl Family, Sebastian's Army. Hello, Hobo. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your support. I love your dog there. He's like, why are you taking my picture? Why are you taking my picture? Thank you so much for your support and thank you for your membership as well, my love. Really do appreciate you. Sky Maiden, how you doing? Beautiful. I love that picture. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that, Sky Maiden. Love, Justin, love and blessings. Thank you so much. All the blessings to you as well, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you so very much. Hey, Zelda, how you doing? You doing okay? Thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace. And if you receive that pearl necklace, give our girl Zelda a big thank you because you've been promoted. How about that? Zelda helping us both out here. Thank you so much, Zelda. It's so good to see you. And thank you so much for gifting that pearl necklace and being a member. I really do appreciate that. Really do, honey. Thank you. Alicia, good to see you, love. Thank you so much for 2 months. Good to see you. Yay. Yay. Thank you so much, Alicia, for 2 months. Really do appreciate your support. It truly does mean a lot. Thank you, my dear. Good to see you. Hope you're well, honey. Staying warm. Wait, what? Hi. 3 months. We are better together. Amen. Amen. We are better together. And the world is better together. I think um in this community and in our own community, in our own country, and in the world, we are all in this together. We really are. And we let a few things divide us. And that's really sad because we are so much more stronger together. We're so much more alike than not. So I agree. Thank you so much for 3 continuous months. I really do appreciate that. Really does mean a lot. Wait, what? Thank you so much, my dear. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Good to see it 6 months. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Love you, Justin, and beautiful pearls. Thank you so much, Jen. It is so good to see you. And thank you for 6 months of support. I really, really do appreciate that. Helping out. Thank you, my dear. Hope you are well. Tiger Shark, how you doing? Hello from Nash Vegas. Nash Vegas. Is that what they call Nashville? Nash Vegas? Or are you from Nashville and in Vegas? Hello from Nash Vegas. Thank you so much, Tiger Shark. Really do appreciate you. Thank you for your support. And hello, my dear, and appreciate you being a member as well. Thank you for your support. And there's the Mini Panther herself. Mini Panthers. Thank you, my love, for being in here. Thank you for your contribution, gifting a pearl necklace. Make sure if you receive that pearl necklace, you give our girl a big thank you because that is very, very generous. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well. And looky here, Cat sees you coming in clutch, honey, with 5 memberships. How you doing? Thank you, Cat. Really do appreciate you, my dear. How you doing? Hope you're well. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, give our girl a big, big thank you because you have been promoted. You're one of our elite employees.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kat, for gifting one of those 5 memberships. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Hope you are well. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you, my dear. I'm late, but please. Sorry, I'm late, but I'm ill, so please have mercy. I don't feel like walking all the way to the office. You walking, girl. Want to be sleuthing to the office, please? Want to be sleuthing to the office, please? We need a late slip for want to be sleuthing, my dear honey. You walking, girl. Get up. Come on. Take your vitamin C and get up, honey. Okay. Not today, Satin. Not today. Okay. Just saying. Hope you feel better, honey. Your cat is gorgeous. That's beautiful markings on her. Hope you're well, honey. I really hope you feel better. Take some zinc, vitamin C. Emergency is really, really good. Emergency is amazing. Um, Airborne is really good. And give it to your whole family. And zinc, vitamin D, all of that is great. All of that is. Hope you feel better, honey. Speaking of great, look at there. Look who we have here. Be great 88. I love to say that. Thank you so much for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. That's so generous. Hope you are well, my friend. Really do appreciate you. Be great. Good to see you, babe. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, give our girl a big, big thank you because you've been promoted. You are an elite pearl.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Be Great 88. And thank you so much for being a member here as well. Make sure you thank our love there. It's very sweet of you, my friend. Good to see you. Love your Buddha there. It's so cute. Serenity, how you doing? Thanks, babe. You got 2 Germans. Beautiful. I had a German Shepherd once. BHB had a pretty good live earlier. She went over how the stories changed and wants someone to make it make sense to her. I could not make it make sense. Well, you're right, because there should only be one story. The story should not change. People should be, you know, shouldn't change. It just should not change. Something as serious as your child saying this child walked out, but now we know that he, let's think about this a second. Let me just, before I get through this, think about this a second. We saw with our own eyes what the email said. This is a criminal investigation. Think about that for just 1 second. That right there is saying that at the very minimum, Sebastian did not walk out on his own accord, right? Now, you could say Sebastian walked out because of someone and they did something, but there's no evidence of that, right? There's no evidence of that. The only thing we have for sure is that there is a vehicle, 2 flashlights, right? That's huge. That's huge. We got a lot to talk about. Thank you so much, Serenity. Really do appreciate you, my friend. And thank you for being a member here as well. Don, how you doing? Good to see you, lovies. Thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace. If you received that pearl necklace, give our girl Dawn a big thank you. Really do appreciate you. I love moons. I have 1 tattoo. I wish I would have never got it, to be honest with you, but I have 1 tattoo, and it's way down here, on the Chattahoochee, and it's a moon. It's a moon. That's how much I love moons. So anyway, TMI. I know, but we're family here, right? If you receive that, make sure you thank our sweet Don. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Good to see you. Tori. Hi, Tori. Thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace, my love. How you doing? if you received that pearl necklace, make sure you give our Tori a big thank you. Really always appreciate you, Tori. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. And we got Tina. Tina, the big T. Tina Powers. Thank you, Tina, for your super sticker getting us closer to our goal. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Hope you are well. And thank you for being a member here as well. I really do appreciate that, Tina. Thank you so very much. Hope you are well, my love. And Jen, thank you, love. That is so generous of you. Gifting 5 pearl necklaces. Family's really growing today. Thank you so much. If you received that pearl necklace, make sure you thank our beautiful Jen because you have been promoted.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Thank you so much, Jen. I really do appreciate that, my love. Thank you for your support and being a member here. I really do appreciate you, love. Good to see you. Abigail, hey girl, hey, how you doing? Thank you for 2 months. Hey, thanks for all you do. Thank you, Abigail, and thank you for your support. 2 continuous months. I really do appreciate that and really appreciate you being here. Hope you are well wherever you are, my friend. Thank you so much for those kind words. And we got Serenity. Hi, Serenity. VHB also showed a pic of KP from the 26th, and she appeared to be wearing same clothes from Roadhouse. Hmm, that's very interesting. Really? That's interesting. Hmm, that's very interesting. I need to look at that. I haven't seen that. I don't guess I've seen that. Thought I've seen everything in this case. But wow, I need to look at that. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. And thank you for being a member. And thank you so much for your support, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Tori, 7 months. Hey, girl, coming in, clutching my pearls. My most favorite place to be on YouTube. Thank you, Tori. Hello, my sweet Justin, a precious Remy. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, my beautiful Tori. Again, really do appreciate you. Hope you are well, my love. Thank you so very much. Um, and that's wow. Thank you so much. The family just grew by 10. Thank you, and thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate you. Hope you're well. I know you was I think you had been working or something a lot. Hope you're okay, hun. Thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships, 10 pearl necklaces. If you received one of those, give our Ange a big, big thank you.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Thank you so much, and very kind of you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Hope you're well. Thank you, my dear, and thank you for being a member as well. There's the Iron Rose herself. Thank you, Iron. Good to see you, honey. Thank you for gifting a pearl necklace. You received that pearl necklace. Give our Irony a big, big thank you. Thank you for your support, my dear. Thank you for being a member as well to the Pearl family. And we got a Witchy Mama see something, say something. She's coming in clutch at 6 months. Thank you for being an amazing Pearl family. You are. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. And you make part of that amazing family. Thank you so much for your 6 months of support. I really do appreciate you, Witchy. And Ashley, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you, Ashley. I really do appreciate you. Good to see you. If you receive, I was going to say if you received that. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for being a member, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. So is Tony in here? Is Tony in here? Justin, I love the way you grab the truth when Justin, I love the way you grab the truth. When will we get the arrest? Sunflower, I don't know, but I do believe there will. Thank you, Gina. There's my little corgi. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're well. You received that pearl necklace. Give our girl Gina a big thank you. Really do appreciate you, Gina. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being a member, my dear. Really do appreciate you, my dear. I hope Holly's okay. I've been thinking about her a lot with her and her husband. I hope she's okay. Marley, thank you, dear. You know, Chihuahua. I'm in the bushes not feeling well. I just want you to know if you think an arrest will be coming at all. It's so frustrating. You rock. Thank you, sweet Delby. Really do appreciate you and appreciate your membership as well. I do think that there will be justice in Sebastian's case. Um, Hopefully sooner than later. What I can tell you is that the authorities are working very hard. They're working very hard, and I have faith in them. I have faith in them because Seth has faith in them. And I know Seth is not a very easy one to please when it comes to that, which you shouldn't be. It's your child, right? The most important uh, thing to you in your entire life. So I do think that there will be. We're coming up on a year. Some of these cases can take, and I pray to God, Lord, I pray to God, it does not take too much longer. Um, you know, what I can say is things when they happen, they're going to happen quick, right? Yes, they can drop my Cash App. I have Cash App and Venmo, dear. Thank you. It's very kind of you, my dear. I really do appreciate that for asking. Um, but uh, but I do think that uh, whenever there is going to be arrest, it could go one of two ways, right? It could go, uh, you know, Sebastian could be found, right? Sebastian could be found, and then an arrest would follow. It could be an arrest will follow, and they have enough circumstantial proof that the prosecutor, Ray Whitley, would uh, be comfortable with taking it. I'm sure that they, if that is the case, they will do mock juries and all of that. But I do, I do, I know this has to weigh heavy on law enforcement and the immense amount of pressure that not only that they put on themselves. I got you. I'll check my text. Okay. Um, okay. Thank you for that. Um, One second. Uh, but yeah, I think that they are going to definitely they're going to find answers to this. I believe they have a lot. I really do. And like I've said, if there is one person involved in this, that's a big case. If there's two, that's a really big case. If there's more than two, they have to find out who did what, right? Who did what? Who is responsible for each thing? That is more, uh, warrants, waiting for warrants that can take a long time. Uh, I believe that the Secret Service obviously helped them in the beginning. They can get information a lot faster than obviously local law enforcement, TBI, and even FBI. They can get things faster than even the FBI. Don't think there's as much red tape for them. However, when they are putting these cases together, they still have to get a lot, and this is going to be an extremely it's already a very high profile case. So can you imagine whenever there's going to be an arrest, how big this case is going to be? But I do believe it's going to happen. I do believe it's going to happen because the public's not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Seth isn't going to stop. So I do want to speak about a few things. Donna, thank you so very much. Really good to see you, and thank you for being a member, Donna. Really do appreciate you. It is hard. It is so much misinformation, and when there's not a lot happening, I think, and I think it's very important as creators that we always say our opinion or a hypothesis, um, or whatever whenever we are speaking about these cases, because you don't want someone to take that as a fact and then go with it. And that's exactly right, Ginger. People get frustrated. It's frustrating. But I know it's been frustrating for law enforcement as well. It's been um oh wow, okay. Credit goes to our beautiful hindsight. I think this was today, y'all. Before we get any information here.
Teens case. For the first time in months, there has been an update on a missing teens case that had search efforts expanding all the way to Hopkins County. Sebastian Rogers has been missing for 10 months. His 16th birthday was in December, and since his disappearance, search efforts have not stopped, and police say the investigation remains active with hundreds of tips in the case. Investigators say some information has not been released yet because it might jeopardize that investigation. For the first time in months, there has been an update on a missing teens case that had search efforts expanded all the way to Hopkins County. Sebastian Rogers has been missing for 10 months. His 16th birthday was in December, and since his disappearance, search efforts have not stopped, and police say the investigation remains active with hundreds of tips in the case. Investigators say some information has not been released yet.
Some information has not been released yet.
Because it might jeopardize that investigation.
Because it might jeopardize that investigation. That is today. Yet is the word, yet. Whispering, my beautiful Donna, thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace. Really do appreciate you. Hope you are well. This is a criminal investigation. That is one thing that is a full show. Now, if you receive that, make sure you thank our beautiful Donna. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Cooperation versus communication. Very, very important. Law enforcement has stated in the beginning that both all parents has been cooperative. However, that has changed allegedly from what I understand, and it is not Seth. Communication. Seth has always been cooperative with law enforcement. Always. Now, was there much communication? No. In the beginning, there wasn't. There wasn't a lot of communication. But I can tell you, that changed on Sebastian's birthday, which was the very first time that Seth, everything a 180 all the way around. Now, again, we don't know what Seth and law enforcement speaks about, but read between the lines. You guys know where Seth stands, and I can tell you, as of a few months ago, the cooperation and the communication allegedly with Edgar and KK has ceased. And from what I understand now, which this has been reported by other influencers on YouTube and other social media platforms, that they have allegedly hired a criminal defense attorney. So there's that. Now, we wonder why they have been staying really quiet. KK and Edgar, like said, KK and Edgar. So that's where it is. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea what attorney or anything like that. No idea. But, whenever they pretty much stopped talking, I think we're on about 6 months now. But from what I understand, this was about 3 or 4 months ago when they allegedly hired this attorney. Who it is, I have no idea. No idea. But the Seth speaks to law enforcement, from what I understand, just about every single day in one form or another. He regularly has meetings with them. From what I understand, even Sunday, Seth had a meeting with them on Sunday. So this past Sunday. So that should tell you something. From what I here, I can tell you that he almost daily speaks with law enforcement. There is no hiding whatsoever with Seth. He is uh, getting ready to go on Nancy Grace. He is getting ready to go on the Laura Lodge and all of that. So, um, I don't know why people are saying that. Maybe they're getting some, bad information, some bad sources or whatever. But I can 100% tell you that Seth speaks with law enforcement nearly daily. And whenever, uh, whatever happened on Sebastian's birthday, whenever Seth had his first meeting with them, it was significant enough for him to do a 180 and say that he has full faith in them. And like I've always said, if if Seth has full faith in them, then why shouldn't I? Because he's the one that speaks to him. This is his son, and I obviously know Seth is 100% innocent in this, and law enforcement is doing what they're doing. Now, if you remember KK and Edgar, they were very gloating about law enforcement in the beginning, and recently, on I think Edgar's most recent interview, not really interview, when he was triggered and he came up, um, that's when he said, "Well, I can tell you all of us have some sort of relationship with law enforcement." Now, I can't tell you if that, some of us it's good and some of it's bad. Um, that was, in my opinion, Edgar absolutely twisting it. So he could say, not say that he and KK have a pretty much non-existent relationship with law enforcement as far as uh, now uh, allegedly cooperating and communication. So there's that. And, it really makes you wonder why, right? There had to be something. Think about this. Think about this a little deeper. There had to be something, right? Law enforcement, whether it's local TBI or federal FBI or whatever, they had to put some pressure of some sort on them, or show them something to make them clam up, uh, and not speak, and not speak. Now, from what I understand, I don't even know who it is. I've heard that Edgar will go on some woman's panel. I don't know who it is, uh, and be like, pretty much cutesy footsy, not really talking about any substance. If it's substance, he's not really going to speak about it. So that's where it is right now. Listen, Seth has no problem telling people ever if he is agreeing with law enforcement or if he isn't. He has always been vocal about that. He's never had a problem saying uh, what he felt and how he felt about law enforcement. He's made that crystal clear. Um, but yeah, I thought it was very interesting how Edgar talked about, well, some of us have a good relationship and some of us not such a good relationship. You fell in the snow, Blue Eyes? No. Now, thank you so much, my friends. Really do appreciate you. In the JB Ramsey, law enforcement made many mistakes in the beginning. What mistakes were made with SR, such as CP taking the the fifth wheel? I think that was just what we know in this case. I believe that that was a huge one. I think that was a huge mistake. Nobody should want to go get their fifth wheel when you've been home only one full day at that point, one full day. And then you need to spend the night uh, on a 3.5 hour trip there, 3.5 hour back. That's 7 hours of driving. Um, it's it's more than doable, especially if your wife is home and her child is missing and your stepson is you're saying allegedly walked out that door, which that's what they say. Um, so I mean, it does not take long at all to pack up a fifth wheel. I've had an RV before, a 41-foot RV, and I can tell you it doesn't take long to pack it up and get the damn thing on the road. It just doesn't. And Edgar didn't do himself any favors when he said he pays for months in advance. He says, ever how long they say the job is going to be is how much he will pay. Uh, if he's going to be down there 3 months, he'll pay 3 months in advance just to have it all and done with. So, said they never told Edgar not to take in the poly. Now, Gina, law enforcement doesn't give a wooden nickel if you take someone else's polygraph at all, because it has nothing to do with them. Now, Edgar will say, well, this is the excuse that he will use, at least. He will say, well, Nancy Grace doesn't know about the case. Well, the FBI polygrapher, who is the head of the FBI polygrapher in Washington, D.C., did Seth's test, and he would have done Edgar's test that he said he would do, but backed out of. It's pretty much basic questions, probably 4 or 5 questions, right? Were you home? Do you have any involvement? Things like that. Very basic, broad questions. So nice try, Edgar, on that. It just makes you look terrible even more, in my opinion. So there's that. Uh, but like I said, cooperation versus communication is two different things. In the beginning, they said all parents were cooperative. The TBI said that Edgar and KK, quote, pretty much did everything they asked them to do. Again, cooperation to them, it does not mean even taking a lie detector test, because you are not required to take a lie detector test, and nor can it be held against you ever. So we have no idea. The only person we 100% know took a lie detector test was and is Seth Rogers. That's it. That's it. I do find it interesting now that Mr. Craddock, Eric Craddock, who is now the Sumner County Sheriff, has stated that he does have stuff, but doesn't really elaborate on it, says he can't put it out because it would hinder the investigation. And now we have the news uh, saying that as well. Piano Girl, uh, that's true. She did say that. Uh, the I think Seth's mother said that KK took a polygraph test. Um, I think KK may have taken a polygraph test, uh, but I don't think. I wonder, where she got that information. Number one, and I don't think that they are going to. The FBI, TBI, law enforcement, they are not going to tell even Seth if KK passed that polygraph test, because that's part of the investigation, right? Do you believe in the NCP and company will turn on KP? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. But what I can say is Seth has uh, the best relationship with law enforcement uh, that he has had in the past 11 months. And um, there's that. Decray, thank you so very much, my friend. Welcome to the Pearl family. May I say, pearls look amazing on you. Thank you so very much, my friend. Hope you are well. Y'all, please welcome our newest pearl. Really appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace as well. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. If you received that, make sure you thank our beautiful Decray. Thank you so much, my dear. So that's that. A criminal profiler. What was that? Damn, where did it go? Where did it go? The criminal profiler would surely see red flags with CP. Well, yeah, I mean, like I have stated this 100,000 times probably, that in my opinion, I don't think Sebastian would be missing if it wasn't for one person. One person. Even if Sebastian walked off on his own, which I, with every fiber of my being, don't believe Sebastian walked away on his own. I just don't. And there's nothing to support that argument either. In fact, I would say, in my opinion, there's more to support that he was taken out in the early hours of the morning than there is of him walking off. right? Because we have nothing with him walking off. But we do see activity around that home at 3 a.m. Um, and I know that people were talking about Seth being in some sort of lawsuit. I don't know anything about the lawsuit, but I have no idea really about it. But I can tell you, uh, all they have to do is serve it. That's all. That's all they have to do is serve it. If there is there is no type of hiding or anything like that at all. Just at all. Oh, thank you so much. You gifted another one to Gray. It's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate that. Again, if you received that pearl necklace, make sure you thank our beautiful Gray. Thank you very, very much, my friend. And thank you for being a member as well. Narita, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you for your super sticker. We really do appreciate you. If you are well, thank you, my love. Good to see you. Heidi, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for gifting a pearl necklace. You received that pearl necklace. Give our girl Heidi a big, big thank you. And thank you for being a member as well, my friend. I think yeah, Janine, that's the last thing Seth is worried about right now, to be quite honest with. Like, that is the last thing that I think he is worried about, probably, in my opinion. I have not even, I've spoken with him several times, and I can tell you he's never even mentioned it to me, at least. So I guess that's probably not far, pretty far from his mind. Thank you again to Great. Thank you so much, love. Appreciate you. Oh, you're back from Japan. Hope you had an amazing time. Hope you got to enjoy some of the gardens there. I love their gardens. Okay, Judy, thank you. Well, you're right, Susan. And this is just my opinion on this. I think if this was just KK, this is just my opinion, which is not a fact. If it was just KK, she would have been dropped like a hot pocket, real quick, real quick. And like I've always said, you guys know who my uh, biggest red flag is, and it's the person who says he can't give any dates where he was. Why? Everyone else has, including, you know, we know where Seth was, we know where KK was, we know where Sebastian was, but there's one who says he can't give it. Can't give it. It's amazing, isn't it, how that works? Tiger Shark, thank you, love. Fifth wheel. It's a damn emergency. Missing child. They have resources to cover delay to get said fifth wheel. Maybe call a friend to help if it's that urgent. Well, I don't even think it was that urgent. I really don't. I mean, uh, you know, uh, you weren't planning, you was planning to be down there for quite some time, and then you went back. Then you took the damn thing back, right? You took the damn fifth wheel back. So miss me with that BS, because Edgar, that evening, that evening, remember when you were saying we went down there, we weren't down there, I don't know, 17 hours, less than 24 hours. Oh, I say we. I mean I. KK didn't go with me. Well, you're right. KK didn't go with you. You're right, Edgar. But 2 others were with you that evening, weren't they? 2 others were with you that evening. And why didn't you mention that? Why didn't you mention that? Hmm? Why did he take the 5th wheel back if he was no longer working at St. Jude? Precisely. He never worked back at St. Jude after Sebastian went missing. He never worked back at that location. Never. That's the question. Justin, they have ties to Connecticut and homeschooling there. People need to check that out, in my opinion. There's no reason. There's no reason. And I mean, after spending 1 full day at home, you're going back and spending the night. You'll never convince me. And I think that was a huge mistake. Huge mistake on law enforcement's behalf. I've always said that. I will say that until they come out and say something, or court or whatever. It was a colossal mistake, as KK would use the word colossal. And he wouldn't have lost his job because stepson was no. Who fires you for your stepson go missing? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's usually the opposite, right? They naturally have sympathy for you because, I mean, this is a tragedy. It's a tragedy, right? So he says this almost lost him his job. Did it? Are you working for a different company now? What happened? No, Quinny, I don't believe that they followed him to get his RV. Nope, sure don't. I think that in the beginning they thought that this was, oh, nice neighborhood. Okay, this is a autistic child who just walked off on his own accord. And notice, let me look here. Let me pull up my 2024 calendar. Bear with me. All right. So from what I understand, Sebastian went missing on the 26th, right? The 28th is when he goes, which is a Wednesday there. He's home 1 full day. And I am told by the 1st or the 2nd of March, that is when they started side-eyeing a little bit. And by the 4th, and actually Nick Barris talks about they were looking into this as being criminal even before the 4th. He says even a couple or a few days before the 4th in his video. So by the damn, I just knocked my calendar again. So by March 1st, 1, 2, 3 days after Edgar, actually, because he goes back Thursday. That's very interesting. Look at this. Okay. Let me make a calendar here. February and March 2024 calendar. Okay. Look at this. All right. All right. So this is, I'll make it bigger for you here in just a second. This is the day Sebastian goes missing. These are the days Edgar is gone. And by the 1st and by the 3rd or the 4th. Okay. This is very interesting. I just now noticed this. So the 26th of February 2024, Sebastian goes missing. That's Monday, right? Edgar comes home that afternoon. He stays home Tuesday, one full day. And then the next day, the 28th, is when he goes to Mississippi. He says he needs to get his RV. And then the 29th, he comes back. Remember, there's usually only 28 days in February, but the 2024, there was 29 days. So we had an extra day. But by March 1st, right, literally the day after Edgar comes back, that is right around when Nick Barris and others, I can say that, start saying that this could be criminal investigation. And by the 3rd or 4th is when they officially announce that this is now, and they're now investigating, right? And he made no bones about it. On March 4th, Nick Barris did. He said, they're saying an investigation. I'm here to tell you fully this is a criminal investigation. And they spoke about it even days before. So I think that's very interesting. Literally, the day after he comes back, there is chatter. When was the landfill search? I think that was the 9th. Was it the 9th or something like that started? I don't think law enforcement had Edgar followed. No, I don't. Justin, I think they did think he ran away at first. Yes, but something specific must have caused them to think otherwise, because otherwise, why would they use the 3rd laser scanner in the backyard? Correct. So we have to understand, right? They told us that this is an investigation on the 4th, the public, the 4th. They have been looking at this case as a criminal investigation since March 4th, 2024, We are now in January 2025. Next month will be a year since Sebastian went missing, and basically, they've been a little after what? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A week after Sebastian went missing, they told the public, we are now investigating. I think, this is my opinion, that they searched the hell out of that radius. Eric Craddock used the words obliterated the area, went over it multiple times. That way they could say, we know he's not here. Almost like we are more than comfortable with knowing that he is not in this area. When did they go talk to the teachers? That was earlier in February. That was anywhere from, I think, the 5th to the 9th, somewhere around here, 5th to the 9th of February. Right. Now, Edgar says he can't talk somewhere after like the 4th or the 5th of February until the 26th. Name one reason. If you are a troll watching, and you disagree with me 100%, please type in chat one reason why Edgar would not be able to say why he was at his own home with his family, yet we know where KK was, we know where Sebastian was, we know where Seth was. Just give me one reason why he can't say. I'll wait. And I think I talk about that part every day, and I'm going to continue to talk about it every single day, because there is no reason. Because the first thing, right, is in a case is, where were you? Right? Saying you was somewhere is one thing. Right? Knowing where you were is another. I am not even convinced that I'm just not convinced that Edgar was there early that morning on the 26th at work. I'm not convinced. I'm really not. I mean, honestly, like, tell me a reason. I'm open for dialogue. I really am. Why can't someone think of a reason? Because we know law enforcement does not advise a person where they say, first of all, they don't advise at all. They don't say, well, you can't say you was at your own house. I mean, think about that. Law enforcement, no, you can't say you were at your own house between the 5th and the 26th. Now, think about that. Literally, think about that a moment. Let it sink in how stupid that sounds whenever Seth, KK, Sebastian can absolutely say where the hell they were. Yeah. Absolutely, they want you to talk. That's absolutely, they want you to talk. It's the first thing they want you. Pre-planning is another stage, whether remotely or in person, in my opinion. That is true. Very, very true. Um, let's see here. Something that's also very interesting, which I've had this. Also, when you were on a 3-hour phone call with KK, were you holding the phone and moving it around throughout the call? Or did you just have it sitting untouched in a location on speaker throughout your whole conversation? I'm asking because law enforcement has technology to tell the orientation and slight movements of the phone while it's on a call, and they can tell if it doesn't move at all. So, were you moving around with your phone, or did you keep it still in one spot, untouched, while you spoke to her for 3 hours? I cannot answer due to an ongoing investigation. How convenient. You can't say your phone moved? Edgar, you can't say that your phone moved? You can't say you even moved when your ass was sitting supposedly in another state? Think about what the hell you're saying whenever Sebastian wasn't even missing at that point. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? It's absurd. It is literally absurd. Hippa dang gone. Yeah, right. So you just listened to KK snore while her Apple Watch activity was moving around. Think about that. He can't even say whether, you know, he brushed his teeth or, you know, anything during that time. I was going to say something mean. Sorry. I was going to say, uh, I'm going to say it. He can't say whether he brushed his teeth or wiped his ass during that time. I mean, come on. He what? That is red flags going ballistic. So you can say you had a 3-hour conversation. Think about that. You can say you had a 3-hour conversation, but you can't say whether you moved during that 3-hour conversation. And KK said she fell asleep. She told Duchess she fell asleep at 10 o'clock and was on the couch until midnight. It's amazing how people think Seth is involved, and Edgar can't even tell you what days he was home or if his phone moved during a 3-hour conversation. And we got Seth, who took a public lie detector test, showed his time cards, and knows where the hell he was, and is still talking to law enforcement. Has a very good relationship with law enforcement. And then you have the two other buffoons who are locked down since pretty much day one, saying in a different state. Oh, and on video, absolutely. I mean, like, literally the best alibi you can have, other than being in surgery, in the hospital, or in a coma, or deceased, right? Which they're not going to ask you if you're deceased. So take that one out. Let's see here. KK, it's funny that you and Edgar take your time reading all these messages on Facebook more than you do than searching for your son. You took time to read my message because you sent me a PM to my Facebook Messenger. Like I said, you and Edgar make yourself look guilty by the way that you act. The stuff y'all say and do. KK, like I said, it is harassment, and just being an awful person to take your time to comment on every post I have ever made with your negativity. You made so many harassing comments that I noticed. But since you are making the point to be in my attention, my son is missing. And if you would like to help, please continue to share his flyer. Being hateful is not helpful. You know what else is not being helpful, KK? Not speaking to law enforcement, not communicating with law enforcement, not cooperating with law enforcement if you are no longer doing so, not doing an interview with national media, right? Uh, right here. Yes, I am confirming that the dogs had a scent that led to the construction site. No signs or evidence reveal Sebastian was there. Please keep in mind that the dog tracking isn't as credible as you think. The idea that someone hurt Sebastian and threw him into a wet, fresh paved driveway is funny. To bury a body in concrete, it would need to be at least 12 inches thick. Secondly, you have to smooth out the concrete and finish it before it dries. All of that is done while the concrete is poured and being set. Um, so, yeah. All right. Moving forward. What else did I want to talk about here? Bear with me as I pull this stuff up. Oh, I want to show you this video that was sent to me. This is by, give me 1 second. All right, this is by Mike Damon, and someone sent it to me. I will provide a link in the description. He does a lot of stuff here on Sebastian's case, and I want to hear his thoughts on this. People sent this to me. Again, I will have, where the hell did it go? Maybe it's right here. Okay, here it is.
Thanks, you.
All right. I'm going to provide links in the description. He's got a whiteboard out. And anyone that has a whiteboard about this case is my friend. All right. I think I might have spelled his last name. Dammann. All right, let's give this gentleman full credit. Make sure you sub up to him. He does a lot here. It's 2 M's and 2 N's. Mike Damon. Udamon. I actually just found his channel. Credit goes to Mike Damon. Link will be provided in the description and in chat. Sub up to Mike. I have no idea what he thinks happened in this case right now. But he seems like a pretty rational guy from just the little bit that I've seen.
You guys for watching me. My name is Mike the Man. My Twitter name is @Firetown. If you have any statements that you would like me to look at, especially if these are older statements made by Katie Proudfoot, please bring them my way. Today I want to talk to you guys about something.
Oh, I need to thank some of y'all here. I apologize for that. Thank you so much, Chris. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. I love you, Justin Modern Chat. You're amazing. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you, my love. And AMC 52, thank you so much for 7 continuous months. Greatest place to be on the cold night on the East Coast. It's supposed to be warming up to a little bit above freezing. I cannot wait. I'm sick of negative weather, and like 10 degrees. It's really bad. Thank you so much for 7 months, AMC. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. Hi, Judy. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being a member and gifting that pearl necklace. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you, love. Thank you. Hey, Chris. Hello. Good to see you. Justice is coming soon, guys. Keep calm. Trust that whatever is done in the dark always comes to light. Amen. Amen. I do have faith in the law enforcement that they are finding answers. Just saying that they have information, right? Eric Craddock, that tells us that they are doing something. They know more about this criminal investigation. Thank you so much, Dispatch Crystal, my love. Good to see you. Always appreciate it, Crystal. Much love to you and Remy Pearl. Thank you, Dispatch, my love. Appreciate you. Thank you, love. Chris, thank you again, honey. Good to see Chris House. God doesn't like ugly. Edgar and KK, mother chicken. Thank you so much, Chris. Really do appreciate you, and thank you again, my love. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, my dear. Goal reached. Chicken party. Whoop, whoop. How you doing? Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you guys for meeting our goal. Really do appreciate you. Justin should play that Bok Bok Chicken rap song to the PFs. Oh God, I've got more chickens than I know what to do with them. All right, let's get it started. We will do our chicken party here shortly.
That I have already discussed in the very, very beginning of the Sebastian Rogers case. And that is basically Katie Proudfoot and a few statements that she has made twice. You see, 3 is the liar's number in statement analysis. But what I like are statements that have been made twice, because they are often either confirmed or they are inconsistent.
That is right. That is right. When you have the numbers confirmed, statements that have been confirmed twice, it's not considered a one-off, if you will. It shows that there is a level of thinking about this. So he's absolutely right.
Tendencies, it allows us to dig a little bit deeper and see what sticks. And Katie Proudfoot has first talked about a thud that she heard around 10 p.m. Now, she has talked about the thud twice. First, herself, she brought it up. Then there was an interview that you guys have possibly seen where she was asked about it. And the interviewer said, okay, so can you tell us what happened? You heard a thud at 10 p.m., right? She said, yeah. And she said something like she was yelling out to him when he was in his bedroom. Hey, Baba, what happened? Did you fall out of bed?
They have Edgar has stated that before Burnt Popcorn, that he never anticipated this much attention. 22 more likes, and we get to 1,000, and we get to officially have a chicken party.
Supposedly he said no ma'am or something like that.
Bubba,
one thing
fall
that's
out of the
interesting
band.
with Katie Proudfoot is
No,
how the
ma'am.
speed of her speech keeps on changing.
Mr. Edgar, Mr. Chris.
When she is when she's speaking from experiential memory, she tends to be calm, slow, sort of introspective, and she speaks very clear. There are no grammatical errors in her language. Everything makes perfect sense. But when she reads from a script or the memory of a script, she speaks fast. Her sentences often overlap, and she makes grammatical errors. And these patterns, everybody has a certain pattern, and how these patterns change can sometimes, they're not evidence for anything, but they can sometimes help guide us towards something that we may want to have a closer look at. Now, did you fall out of bed? Seth Rogers said he believes that Katie Proudfoot over-medicated Sebastian and that he died of an overdose. And he said that she gave Sebastian sleep aid many times. And this is something that I'm disagreeing with partially. The whole time she was speaking about how much Sebastian had to eat that day. The colossal popcorn, then we went here to eat, then we went there to eat. He was eating. Chris and her often spoke about him easily getting overstimulated. Chris went as far as to tell that Sebastian was often rambunctious. Now, if you have been following true crime for a little bit, you may remember Orrin and Orson West, the two boys that wound up, they were first considered, missing. And later, the stepfather and the adoptive father and the adoptive mother have just been sentenced, I believe, for their murder. That adoptive father said in an interview, when he was asked to describe the boys, well, they're going to be rambunctious. And I was like, wait a minute, rambunctious? These boys supposedly have been missing for a few days. They would be cold, hungry, and frightened, right? When you hear a parent or anybody in the household speak negatively towards a missing child or a missing person in general, that is a major red flag.
It's a major red flag, especially whenever a child is missing, right? There's kind of a rule, right? You don't speak really ill about someone who is, missing, deceased, very ill, anything like that. And they literally had to be reminded in an interview on Duchess. Crystal asked, "What is Sebastian's strengths and what would you consider his weakness?" Like, all of that. They went straight to the weakness, if you will, and went on that. And she had to say, "And so what about his strengths?" To me, it felt like the feeling I got, like at Sebastian's birthday party with the game and the sister, and everyone's like, "No, stop, Sebastian, this and that." To me, it felt like he was not, like his words were not valued, and it just felt like he was in the way. You know what I mean? That's the way I actually feel with a lot of them. Hey, Brett. And Marianne. Okay, that's really loud.
The people on 1 foot, it is the complete opposite. When somebody tells you something negative about a missing person, listen closely, because what they're doing is giving you an insight of what the problem was that may have led to them no longer being here. The boys were rambunctious. Well, what you think set them off to get rid of them?
That's a very good point, Miss Honey, and I never noticed that. So thank you for saying that. Justin KK says Sebastian's prescription made his appetite go away, so he would snack or eat more at night. But she said that they ate all day long, samples from store, dinner, etc. Correct. You're exactly right. And a lot of sleepy medicines, or some people just eat more of the evening. I am one that I would rather eat more at 3 a.m. than I would at 3 p.m. That's who I have always been, and that's probably who I will always be. People are hungry when they're hungry. If I'm not hungry, I cannot eat. I can't. I just can't. I'll make myself sick. If people's like, "Well, you should eat before, you go to bed and all of this or whatever. You shouldn't eat late." And it's true, you shouldn't. But if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to eat when I'm hungry. So it's not going to change. And if somebody in my house is hungry at 6 a.m., noon, 6 p.m., or 3 a.m., eat when you're hungry. Dinner is always ready. If you want to eat now or you want to eat later, eat when you're hungry. I'm not going to force anyone to eat at a certain time and say you can't eat later. If you want dinner now and you want dinner later, fine. I can't imagine keeping food away. It's just
probably it.
disgusting.
Sebastian overstimulated. She talked about How much food did he have to eat? What is she doing? She's telling us something. And I believe, I think that what she is telling us is the reason why she felt like giving him a lot of sleep aid. She wanted to be on the phone with Chris, and the last thing that she wanted was to have Sebastian speak in the background or
Now, I've always thought this. I do think this call will be part of this case. I do believe whether it was an actual phone call of someone traveling during this time or it was a conversation or something, but I do believe this is a very important time factor in this case. 9 a.m. he supposedly went to bed, but 10 a.m. 9 p.m. rather, he supposedly went to bed. 10 p.m. he's allegedly still up, and KK is supposedly sleeping on the couch, but also reading and talking on the phone during all of this. I think this is critical because I can't imagine, two people who had all weekend to either see each other or especially with allegedly neither one of them working that weekend. So why sit your ass down in a camper doing absolutely nothing when you could be with your family? I digress. But you guys had to be at work the next day, right? Who's going to spend 2 or 3 hours on the phone and go to bed right after midnight, be asleep by 1 o'clock, and Edgar being there allegedly as early as 5:15 by some reports? That means you had to get up at the very, very latest at 4 a.m. To get up, get your clothes on, brush your teeth, have coffee or whatever, and drive to Memphis from where you live. Doesn't make sense. That means you got less than 3.5 hours of sleep working a damn crane. It's giving lies is what it's giving. It doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it's probably not true. And I don't believe he was there at 5:15 at all. At all, I don't believe he was there at 5:15. But you know what you could do, Edgar, which is what Seth has done. He has showed his, and you, according to you, Edgar, you actually have a hell of a lot more than even Seth, because you would have your timestamps, and you say your entire family and your entire extended family have that Life 360. Also, Edgar, how about this? If you have that Life 360, then why the hell, and that is your words, by the way, you, your family, and your extended family have a Life 360. If that is true, Edgar, then why in the HE double hockey sticks would authorities have to tell authorities that was you, that was your truck in the area? All they would have to do is compare it with your Life 360. Come on, bro. Come on. Get real. It's giving lies, okay? It's giving lies, in my opinion. All they would have to do is compare your Life 360 with where your vehicle and your phone was, where the damn handshake was. So come on, bro. Stop that.
have Chris hear Sebastian in the background. So, but Chris did not want. Chris already threatened, it's me or him. I want him out of the house. It is my thought and my opinion that she gave Sebastian a lot of sleep aid. That sleep aid, imagine a boy less than 120 pounds.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Mini Panthers. Mini Panther says it's even worse, snacks locked, in my opinion, if that's the case. Yeah. And can you imagine allegedly going to the kitchen and being screamed at through a camera?
He had a lot to eat
Allegedly.
that day, and then he takes too much sleep aid.
Right,
He may
Pepper.
have tried to vomit. He may have tossed and he may have turned. And then
That's right, Chris.
did you fall out of bed? Let's look at the second statement from a completely different interview. Katie Proudfoot said, "We are out looking and trying to make sure everyone stays." Okay, stays. She didn't say starts looking, right? Stays looking and doesn't let his face fall to the bottom of her feet. Of course, she was talking about social media, but this language she chose for a reason. There is a reason that she said, let his face fall. Let his face fall to the bottom. Sebastian Rogers probably tossed and turned. And he was very limp. His body was limp from the sleep aid.
Nicole.
Meaning there was no
Not sure about
reflex, no muscle control.
I didn't know I was going to say that. I don't like to hear that.
He may have rolled out of bed. There was a thud.
I'm not agreeing with that. I'm not agreeing with that choice. Okay, moving on. I'm not. Okay. What else do we got here? What else do we got? I showed you that. Okay, I showed you that. Bear with me 1 second. I'm working on right now the I'm trying to get the pictures of the outlines of the individuals. Working some programs right now, so hopefully I can get that done. Hold on. I listened to some audio and I wondered, without seeing K, he did walk through with the investigator, and while he was doing that, the prosecutor called and was going to go there. C started asking K to call someone. Oh, Stephanie, thank you. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for the Cash App. That's very, very sweet of you, my dear. Thank you so very much. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Thank you, love. Give me a second, guys. I was there with my dog, which was not a professional, but he's pretty smart. The woman that was on the command center told me that there was no need in him tracking because they had searched the house 10 or 11. Okay. So, a source just said, she was there, which, with her dog. She says her dog is not a professional, but he's pretty smart. The woman that was at the command center told me there was no need in him tracking because they had searched the house 10 to 11 times and no scent was picked up. That was told straight to my face. That's very interesting. Also, by the way, someone was in my chat and they said you can hear Edgar whispering things to KK when she explains waking Sebastian up. Does anyone know where that is? You are late, you little lady. Lady. You get it? Not lady, L-A-D-Y, but lay E. Mr. Mathis, to the office, please. You're being paged. Mr. Mathis, to the office, please. You're being paged. We need a late slip for Mr. Mathis to the office. Does anyone know where busted? Does anyone know where? Yes, it's in an interview. Yeah, he's whispering a lot. Where is this at? Edgar Napoleon Dynamite syndrome clearly was controlling from afar. The Texas Roadhouse pick to show Sebastian ate all of his food. That's a very good point. Very good point, Rach, right? She was showing me that Sebastian was eating all of his food, but you said he was, what was the word? He said a bottomless pit, which is a very weird words when a child is missing. I'll just say that. Sebastian must have been a ball of nerves, in my opinion. I agree. And, you know, Mob last night sent you a timestamp, Justin. Did you email it or did you send it? Uh, uh, hold on. Who is this? Oh, today's Bogey's birthday. Happy birthday, Bogey. We see you, my dear. He's was not even finished with his food. So, well, he hadn't even had his food. He hadn't even had his food 4 minutes yet. And even had his food 4 minutes yet. So there's that. I want to hear that. This is another interesting thing Mr. Edgar Amos said as well. Let me pop it up here. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Listen to what they told Dutch is here.
Redirect you to another dispatcher.
One up here.
If you know who the dispatcher, who your law enforcement
Right up here,
agency is that governs your area, I just call them straight. There's no point in wasting time going from one to another to get to what I need when I know exactly who to call.
And you guys were on a three-way call because you
Yes.
were not, you were coming from out of town. Is that correct?
You were coming from out of town. Was that correct? Because you were coming from out of town. Is that what you told? Is that what you told Duchess? Know who the dispatcher is? He called the non-emergency line for a reason. For a reason. Don't be tardy for the party. Ooh, happy birthday, Bogey-licious. Bogey-licious. Your body stay vicious. You be up in the gym just working on your fitness. Um, oh, I know. I know. This is such a crock of. Let me address this. Let me address this right here. This was put. Dog the Bounty Hunter tells Tony Mathis words on the street is, quote, my guy, Seth Rogers, is the lead suspect. Dog has said that he believes Sebastian was taken. And it's got a picture of Tony, and 63 people liked it, this, and 55 comments. Hopefully the comments were that is bullshit, because it is bullshit. Tony was speaking about the first time Dog called him. So you didn't say the other part of it, which is a crock of crap. That shows you that people pick whatever they want out. So if you see that, please say, why don't you post the rest of it? Who posted it? Vern Gilbert. I don't know who it is, but he came later, much later. It's not like he was immediately on his way back during the call to law enforcement. Who waits? Who waits? Okay, let's say he was there at 5:15 in the morning, like people say. And then you get a call at 6 in the morning. You're not working at 5:15. I'll just tell you that. They're not working at 5:15 in the morning. So you get the call at 6, and then you, like, rather than saying, I showed up for work, but there's this emergency. My stepson is missing. I gotta go. You work, 4 hours. No, doesn't pass the smell test for me. Okay, on Mob Crew last night with Coffin Doffer 135.05. Okay, thank you. I want to see that. 135.05. Thank you for that. Okay. Make sure, I'm sure most of you are, but make sure you are subbed up to our friend, the Mob Crew. Wonderful, wonderful guy. Justin, do you think there is any truth to the rumor that made Sebastian stay in the garage? The fact that he allegedly didn't have a key for the garage creeps me out and possibly confirms it. I don't. I know a lot of you do, but I don't. I don't I don't think that he had to stay in the garage personally. That's just my opinion. Uh, but a lot of people do. A lot of people do. I'll tell you what I do think is weird is that there is a mattress that was delivered to the home shortly after Sebastian goes missing. I think that's weird that and he supposedly gets furniture for his daughter after she leaves. When was that delivered? I don't know what size it was. I have no idea. But the reason I don't think let me put this here. I think Sebastian would have told that he was made to stay in the garage. I think Sebastian had no problem telling when something was going bad. So I I will call, KK and Kedger. That's who they are now. KK and Kedger, KK and Edgar out on the manipulation and the lies and ask them the questions. But I just don't think that unless I've never had a neighbor tell me that. I'll just say that. But maybe I'm not talking to the wrong person. Maybe it could be in the CPS reports. I don't know, but I just don't think that. Just my opinion.
Move on from that, but yeah.
Right,
Okay, so like I said, there's 2 more interviews, but basically the point in this clip that I'm playing here is we'll see Katie talk about the morning, and then Chris, second that 3-way call comes, he's there.
So you said
I responded within minutes, and here we go.
So you said
A little later in the evening, I myself went to bed, and when I went to wake him up for school, he wasn't here.
Between the hours of 12 and 6, he has basically vanished. Walked out of the house, the door was locked and gone.
He didn't take a phone. None of his shoes are missing.
Now, you told me that night that, now, Chris, you were at work. You were out of town at work,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you were not even home.
Correct, ma'am.
And Mom.
So right here, she's almost doing that Nancy Grace thing where she's like, Mom, speaking to you.
You fell asleep on the couch about 10 o'clock, but you said that Sebastian went to bed at 9 p.m. And then you got up off the couch and you went to bed, and you said that was around midnight.
Midnight.
And nothing was unusual at that point. Everything seemed okay.
There's actually a piece of, so to make something very crystal clear, so that way there's transparency across the board. Me and the mom were on the phone at 9:43 or 9:46 in the evening. We stayed on the phone for quite some time. The call logs have been verified by all the police departments, TBI included. We stayed on the phone. It was very lengthy. Mom did slightly start falling asleep while she was on the couch. I had said, hey, you need to wake up, put the dogs up, go to bed. Now, mind you, that was right around midnight, just before midnight or right around midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So then mom does go to bed and wakes up early in the morning to go wake her son up, get him ready for school. And now we have a worried mom who can't find her son in the house. Mom made an effort to look and search several times. Mom has called me at the time and asked me, she was like, I can't find him. I was like, do what? She goes, yeah, I cannot find him. I said, well, hang on. I made the phone call and reported it to the sheriff's department because that's what we're supposed to do. And within 10 minutes, the sheriffs were dispatched to the location.
So
Okay.
there, he almost just goes right into it.
Why is it not pausing? Okay. So a couple things there. If you will notice, what she told Duchess was, Mom, you fell asleep on the couch at about 10 o'clock. You get up at midnight and you go to bed. You were on the phone with, hold on. Let me go back.
So you said.
A little later in the evening, I myself went to bed, and when I went to wake him up for school, he wasn't here.
Between the hours of 12 and 6, he has basically vanished.
You don't basically vanish.
Walked out of the house, the door was locked and gone.
He didn't take the phone.
You don't basically vanish. Basically, you're not telling us something. That word right there tells us you're not telling us something. Right there, he whispered to her.
And gone.
He didn't take the phone.
How he has basically vanished. Walked out of the house, the door was locked and gone.
He didn't take the phone. None of his shoes.
12.
A little later in the evening, I myself went to bed, and when I went to wake him up for school,
I hear him there whispering.
and when I went to wake him up for school, he wasn't here.
Yep, I can't understand what he's saying.
Here, when I went to wake him up for school, he wasn't here.
I can't understand what he's saying. Tell them about something. I might get slow mode it. Let's see here.
For school, he wasn't here. Up for school, he wasn't here. School, he wasn't here. School, he wasn't here.
Now remember, this was the first interview. This was the first interview. So there's that. That was the first interview. Oh yeah. So this was, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But a few times in the whole video of Duchess. Yeah, I remember hearing some whispers, but I can't remember like who it like was or anything like that. Stop. No problem.
School, he wasn't here. For school, I went to wake him up for school. He wasn't here.
Between
He wasn't here.
between the hours.
He wasn't here.
Mm.
A little later in the evening, I myself went to bed, and when I went to wake him up for school, he wasn't here.
Mm. Between the hours of 12 and 6, he has basically vanished. Walked out of the house, door was locked and gone.
He didn't take phone. None of his shoes are missing.
Now, you told me that night that, now, Chris, you were at work. You were out of town at work,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you were not even home.
Correct, ma'am.
And Mom,
So right here, she's almost doing that Nancy Grace thing where she's like, Mom, speaking to you.
you fell asleep on the couch about 10 o'clock, but you said that
Sorry, I was muted. So she said, Mom, you fell asleep on the couch at 10 o'clock. That is not midnight, right? 10 o'clock is not midnight. So, how did you, why did you tell her that, KK? Number one. And you can't have a phone call at 10 o'clock to midnight if that went on, right? You can't be having a phone call. You can't be reading your college thing or anything like that. So now watch Edgar. He completely goes and says something completely different.
Sebastian went to bed at 9 p.m. And then you got up off the couch and you went to bed, and you said that was around midnight.
Midnight.
And nothing was unusual at that point.
No speaking to Sebastian at this point.
Everything seemed okay.
There's actually a piece of, so to make something very crystal clear, so that way there's transparency across the board.
Now, this is a stepfather. Ow. This is a stepfather who says to make something crystal clear so there's transparency across the board. Let's think about this. You don't have to say that. You are the stepfather. There should be nothing but transparency. You don't have to tell us there's transparency. If you're telling us transparency, then we're automatically thinking this is not transparent.
Me and the mom were on the phone at 9:43 or 9:46 in the evening.
Distancing.
We stayed on the phone for quite some time. The call logs have been verified by all the police departments, TBI included. We stayed on the phone. It was very lengthy. Mom did.
Okay. The call logs have been verified, all of that. You're saying your kids walked out. You're just saying your kid walked out the door. Why would you need to say that the call logs have been verified? That's the last thing you need to talk about, right? Is the call logs and all that. Call logs. What you said, your kid walked out the door. The only thing you should be concerned about is your child, not you. But that's the only thing you have been concerned about for the past 11 months is me, myself, and I. That's it. call logs have been verified by TBI and everyone. That's the last thing I would be thinking about if my kid was missing. Them verifying if my call log had been verified. Mother chicken, I know I have been verified. Okay. I don't need to talk about that. I need to talk about my kid missing. That's what I need to talk about. That's what I'm here for, is not to talk about my fucking call logs. Sorry. Pardon my French, but there it is.
Did slightly start falling asleep while she was on the couch.
What do you mean slightly falling asleep? She told Duchess 10 o'clock. She was out. Slightly falling asleep. I mean, I understand how people could fall asleep with Edgar talking on the phone. You know, I mean, you can only talk about, you know, he could probably only talk about his truck and his you know, ringworm so long before, you know, you start falling asleep. But I mean, you didn't say that. You didn't say that, Edgar or KK.
I had said, hey, you need to wake up, put the dogs up, go to bed. Now, mind you, that.
Thank you, Edgar, for, you know, tucking your wife into bed. Jesus Christ, you and I are gonna fight. I'm gonna tell you that in a minute. Sorry.
Was right around midnight, just before midnight or right around midnight.
May the camel fleas of 1,000.
So then mom
camels
does go to bed
give you
and
crotch itch that you deserve.
wakes up early in the morning to go wake her son up, get him ready for school. And now we have a worried mom who can't find her son in the house. Mom made an effort to look and search several times.
This is as scripted, in my opinion, as it comes. It is as scripted as it comes. As it comes. Mom did this, mom did that. If I'm studying for a test, right, or I need to remember something, I'm going to say, Mom did this, right? Mom went to bed at 12. Dad went to bed at 1. Susie went to bed at 3. I'm going to do it in blocks, in steps, so I can remember. When you are naturally speaking, you don't say, Mom is now worried, because now we have a worried mom. You don't talk like that. That's not the way you speak. It's not the way it works. Right? Right. You know, it's Katie went to bed. What was it? Katie went to bed about midnight, something like that. And she put the dogs up and woke up the next morning, you know, got some coffee or something like that. And after she made coffee, she went in, got her son, or, you know, and that's it. Or got Sebastian. It's very fluid, very fluid. It's not rigid like this. Whenever you are, the tap, 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 don't get me started on, right? That's a whole nother interview, but I mean, you're right. You've got to get the script. If your ass is, you know, up the creek without a paddle, potentially, you know, going from KK to Bubba, you know, I mean, I know probably KK is still on No Shave November, but I'm telling you, Edgar, Bubba's legs are going to be a lot hairier than KK's. I'm just telling you.
Mom has called me at the time and asked me, she was like, I can't find him. I was like, do what? She goes, yeah, I cannot find him. I said, well,
that is so much bullshit right there. I'm sorry. Mom said, I can't find him. I said, do what? He said, yeah, I can't find him. Do what? I said, yeah, I can't find him. I said, oh, well, did you check here? Did you check here? Did you check here? I said, stop. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back. Sorry. Stop. So I'm going to call the non-911 number because, that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do, children.
Hang on. I made the phone call and reported it to the sheriff's department because that's what we're supposed to do. And within 10 minutes, the sheriffs were dispatched to the location.
Let's give a
So
round.
there, he almost just goes right into it.
Let's give a round of applause for Edgar sitting in his crane. He was probably actually not sitting. He was probably shitting in his crane because you have a bathroom up there. Instead of sitting in his crane, he was probably shitting in his crane. And that's probably what he was doing. And he's like, I'm up here. No, actually, he couldn't have been sitting in his crane. He wasn't sitting in his crane. He was. Did you hear a little chirp? Did you just hear a little chirp? She just yawned. Chirp. She didn't. Oh, Jessica, thank you, honey. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. Craziness. They have porta potty and crane? Yes. Yep. They have a bathroom up there. Yep. You sure do. You have a bathroom up there. And you just pull the curtain is what you do. You just pull the curtain. I know. And listen, whenever they really do. Yes, there is a bathroom up there. I mean, you pretty much just pull up the damn seat and turn it around and pull the curtain. It's a normal day for Edgar.
It's before she even gets to the morning, he, transparency across the board. Now I'm going to go back and tell you, 9:43, 9:46, kind of trying to put a timeline out there and an alibi, and maybe it's true, but I just find it interesting that here he just takes over, not even before she gets to the morning. Now, to argue both sides, it appears that she's emotional. So, again, I'm just trying to be fair with both sides. Maybe she's Proudfoot. That's pretty black and white. Now, and here is where they mention the FBI Memphis field office says they put up a reward for $50,000, and in that it says that they're looking for information leading to the location and return of Sebastian, and most importantly,
exactly,
or to the arrest.
Exactly. She would have talked less than 15 minutes and then would have been out. That's right.
And conviction of those responsible for Sebastian Rogers' disappearance. To me, according to Chris Proudfoot, that's pretty black and white.
Yep. Those responsible. How can people be to their own children and children in general? I know, Luna. Yes. That's right. That's what we do. That's what we do right here. Where is it at? Where is it? Where's my button?
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
My ass.
As for the lights, we will leave for that everyone to decide on their own.
Live for that. I live for that because he's so chill. And he goes, my ass. And then he just kind of stares a little bit. He just glares at the camera. And then he goes, as for the lights, because that's the way it is in this case a lot of times, because you're just like, my ass. That's what it is. That's exactly how it feels a lot of times.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
My ass. Now look, he's looking. Now look. Now he looks again. There he goes.
As for the lights, we will leave for that everyone to decide on their own.
I was freaking rolling when I watched him do that. I was like, yep, he was pissed on that day. He was certainly pissed. You are just being sweet right now. What is wrong with you? Why are you being so sweet? You just ate a whole bottle. That's probably why. He wanted to eye roll there. Yeah. Yeah. I think that house was under video inside 24/7. I do too. I do too. I absolutely agree. Oh, thank you, Miss Poppy. That's very, very kind of you as well. Thank you, my dear. I still believe that when Edgar wasn't there, he has the whole house on Facebook, etc. He watches her. Sebastian guards the fridge, etc. He controls everything. Yes, and yes. I agree with that. I certainly agree with that. And I know that other people that knows him very well would agree with that too. A few at least would agree with that as well. Listen, we got 1,000 you guys are amazing and we met our goal. Can we have a chicken party because we need a chicken party?
Katie! Christopher!
Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Christopher! Katie! Oh, Katie! Katie!
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
He likes to sookie like him. He likes to sookie, but he's gonna be sooking with kin. He likes to sookie. Miss Sookie likes him.
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
He likes to sookie, but his name is going to be Jim.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
You talking to me? You talking to me? God, I just looked in that monitor and my curls look amazing today with this peach on my golfing shirt because I wanted to wear a golfing shirt to be really cool today because my curls look so amazing. I just could not help it. Why does this mother chicken keep looking at me? I don't
Something
like
that I believe we're pervy to. Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something
You're
that
still pervy.
I believe we're pervy to.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Katie! Oh, Katie! Katie!
I think you asked. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's
Made the fleas of 1,000
gotten in trouble.
camel
Got caught
the
lying.
armpits.
And I had asked him, I said, hey, you got to have a punishment for this. And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Shame on you.
Year.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 2021.
So you're.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's
Look at those two.
20. 2021, I think.
Lord, kumbaya.
What should we fucking da? I don't fucking know. Yarana yastara. Anarana.
What did the irritated chicken say?
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
He likes to suki. He likes to suki. Suki likes him. He likes to suki with Billy and Jim. Ta-da!
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
What should we fucking da?
I might have been a bitch to you this year. I just wanted to say that I'm still gonna be a bitch to you next year. It's New Year's, not new me. Clean slate, what? It's time!
What did the irritated chicken say?
You hear they were talking to you, Edgar.
You're coming with me.
What?
It's a long trip. I'll need a snack.
Lord, kumbaya.
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
Christopher! Katie!
I think you were asking me right off the top of my head. I think it's a Sebastian gotten in trouble.
What did the irritated chicken say?
Thank you all so very much for joining me. Really do appreciate you all so very much, my amazing pearls. God bless each and every single one of you. Justice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Justice for Monkey Michael Joseph Vaughn. And justice for all of the missing children out there. When was this? When was this? When was this? It says 5 days ago, but it could be old. What's that? Is that where your trailer is, Edgar? That's as big as it can go. Yep. Looks like Christmas decorations. You love the new chickens. Interesting. One second. Okay. Clip. Okay. Just making sure that was it. Okay. Just want to make sure it was it. They need to search all the storage units. There's some things that's okay. That was 6 days ago with the thing. Okay. That's very interesting. 6 days ago. Where was that at? I wonder where that was. Hold on. I know what I can do. Oh. You know where I think this is? I don't know. Is this the storage buildings right up from Danny's? Is that the storage buildings right up from Danny's? It looks like public storage, in my opinion. Justin, did y'all talk about Smiley's video, the BS home being for sale? BS home. I don't know, but I see, you can see this behind it. Wait, let me show you. Let me make it bigger. It's easy verifiable. Right, that'll tell you everything right there. Is that Daddy BS storage where kept the table? Well, Edgar loves storage buildings. Edgar loves storage buildings. Near Worsham's? I don't know. Not sure. Not sure. Say goodnight. You sleepy? You just ate your ball. It's past your bedtime, isn't it? Oh, hold on one second. Let me show y'all this. I'll show you this. This was her today. Let me show y'all this. Here we go. One second. Oh, I did it twice. This is Remy today. I took these pictures today. This is Wimmy today. Bless you. This is Widow Wimmy today. And isn't she cute? She's posing. And I got another one. This is the look that she gives me whenever she wants me or something like that. She puts her little nose up. She goes. She's so cute. She's so stinking cute. And she's growing up so quick. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, guys. Thank you all so very much. Appreciate you. Thank you, mods, members, everyone in here. Thank you so much for everything. God bless each and every single one of you. I will see you guys tomorrow at some time, Lord willing. Stay warm. Yes, hold on. Is Bogey here? Is Bogey here? Is Bogey in here? Bogey. Is Bogey in here? Justin, cash in letter. I don't know what that means, honey. Okay. All right. It's Bogey's birthday, y'all. We need to. All right. This is my rendition of Happy Birthday, Mr. President. That JFK, that Marilyn Monroe sang to JFK. By the way, they are releasing the JFK and the Martin Luther King and I think something else. All of that. Okay. Okay. All right. Happy birthday, dear Bogey. RFK, JFK, MLK. Okay. Thank you. That's awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bogey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bogey. Much love. All the blessings to you and many more. Hope it's the best year of your life so far, my dear. Thank you all so very much. Love you and appreciate you. Take good care of yourselves. Stay warm. Be good to one another. God bless each and every one of you. Where is Miss Remy? Right here. All right, guys. Love you all. Good night.